welcome to the Black Beauty Club. Today we're talking about the never-ending debate on desirability politics, and we're just gonna get right into it.
I think I'm coming into this conversation, the question of like, why is this conversation difficult to have? Why some people would be upset about it?
There's the perception of you being arrogant, conceited, and I think that that's also something that is difficult for women to discuss.
Even myself, I love reality TV and I love Love Island, and I catch myself playing a huge part in desirability politics when I see that Black woman on a dating show hoping that someone will desire her, looking at her hoping, is anyone gonna find her attractive?
When I heard desirability politics, my mind immediately jumped to pretty privilege. And after doing some reading, I realized that pretty privilege is only the tip of it. And it really comes down to how we're accepted based on our looks and based on that proximity to whiteness. We're pinning each other against each other based on this standard that's not true, but it's systematic. And when you walk outside, when you're looking in the media, public opinion, we've each internalized it in a different way, and we feel like, okay, I'm at this point of this food chain, but maybe she's ahead of me, or maybe this one's behind me. And so it's kind of hard to have that conversation.
This person, Deshawn, said that the politics of desire are labels that determine who gains and holds social and structural power through the affairs of sensuality, often predicated on anti-Blackness, anti-fatness, transmisogyny, cis-sexism, queer antagonism, and all other structural violence. So when I read that, I was like, oh yeah. It's just so powerful how the male gaze, or whoever you are attracted to identity-wise, impacts how we view ourselves.
The male gaze, right? Why are we operating so heavily in what the male gaze is interested in? I don't care what men think. Maybe that's probably why I'm single, but I don't care. I choose to be single, so there's that too. But I just have no desire to participate in the convention.
I'm going to challenge you.
Please do, challenge me.
No, and the challenge is not against what you're saying. I think the challenge I'm going to ask you is for women who do care. What do you have to say to them?
Well, I ask them, why do they care?
I think it's impossible to not care.
Exactly.
But I think what you can change is what you care about and for whom.
I think people care because they want to be accepted. Some people really want companionship, and this is their easy way to get it without doing the work.
By
right?
altering your appearance, right? Okay,
Exactly.
So that to me then results in dysfunctional relationships, and then you're not actually getting to the core of like partnership. So I think this conversation is going somewhere else, but
I think it's also hard because it's difficult to look at yourself and acknowledge that this is a thing that you practice, because we all do to some extent, and we participate in it.
Preach.
When you hear that saying like acceptance or acknowledging is the first step, well, I don't want to acknowledge any of that. So I think that's part of what makes the conversation so divisive.
So like, what other beauty choices do you guys think we're making that do not conform to desirability politics?
I think for me it's makeup and just doing whatever I want. Like, I don't care about not looking like natural or having a clean look. I like what I like.
what I'm not conforming to is discomfort. Like, that's what it is. I heard like Kim Cattrall, she's like, I will not do anything that is unpleasant for any matter of time. Like, that was it. And I really, really felt that.
For me, it's been probably in my dating life. I'll go on a first date with no makeup on. Like, I'm not doing the whole, you know when they want to FaceTime you? And in the past, maybe you wanted to get all dolled up. I'm not doing that. I'll be nice and moisturized with my lip gloss, but I'm not going to get all dolled up for you.
I think I'm kind of with Lauren on just showing up comfortable. I just turned 48. I'm like, don't have the bandwidth for these things. This is who I am. Do my skincare. That's the best this face gonna get. Y'all take it, enjoy it. But I can't do a whole lot to conform because it makes my life hard.
We just want to make sure that we are encouraging our young women and young girls to not operate in that framework, but operate outside of it so that they can grow and evolve and become full, whole people that don't actually depend on their appearance, but are living in the actual beauty of their individualism and what they bring to the table outside of their appearance.
Down for whatever you